It's official, everyone. I still have a job because there are new Apple products to talk about, specifically the iPad Air 5, which I fortunately got a little early, and I'm really excited to unbox in front of you here. I probably posted a different video today, sort of talking about my usage case with it, so check that out. But if you're here for the unboxing, welcome. I just endured a hellish week at school, and I'm excited to sit here on the couch and enjoy this unboxing with you here. You can see my stupid slippers here. But yeah, I just wanted to create a more natural sort of environment because I've unboxed stuff at tables and like just like overly produced boom mics, all of that. I'm using a lav, it's pretty casual. And yeah, I'm just really excited to, I always hate the plastic. Get rid of it. No, I don't know. It kind of ruins the Apple experience. I'm just saying words now. Let's just get the box opened up here. A very similar experience to the 2020 iPad Air unboxing, but the color is a little bit different here. I have the blue one, same wax paper covering it as well, but this is a really gorgeous blue. It's better than the blue that we had with the iPad Air 4, I think. It's much more rich, as you can see here, a little more saturated. I actually have the iPad Air 4 underneath this blanket over here, surprise, and this is the color comparison. It's it's subtle, but not really. This is more of like a silver, more of like a white, and this is definitely more blue. So I definitely prefer that. It looks a little more fun, a little less muted. Although the iPad Air 4 has a nice design, but as you can see here, virtually unchanged in terms of the design. I mean, it still has that iPad Pro look, and yeah, I mean, nice. No one's surprised here. Gonna shove that back under the blanket like it was never here. But yeah, this is what it looks like. No surprises. But something that was a surprise is the implementation of the M1 chip. I was watching the keynote in school and I was like, yeah, like in A15. But then they said M1 and I was like, oh, that's really interesting because as we've known, or as we know, the M1 chip is a very powerful SoC, which is in the MacBook Pro, the entry-level one, the MacBook Air, and the iPad Pro. Very capable chip, so it's great that they're bringing this power to more of a consumer or prosumer level tablet. So let's power it on here while I explore the other contents of the box. There you go, it's turning on. Pretty typical stuff here. We got the Designed by Apple in California, the paperwork, probably some blue stickers too. Nope, actually just white stickers, interestingly enough. No, I mean, not really unheard of, to be honest. And then we get in the box a charging brick and a USB-C cable. No surprises there, just like what we got with the iPad Air 4. If I can get everything back in the box, that would be great. I also have a couple accessories to unbox here too that complement the iPad Air 5. We have the Apple Pencil 2nd Gen. Of course, you need one of these. If you don't buy one with your iPad Pro or your iPad in general, I think it's a mistake. It really does bring out the functionality of, look who it is, my mom is calling me. I love her, but she always calls me at the worst times, so I'm gonna let that ring and be a horrible person. Yeah, I can't reshoot unboxings, so I'm just gonna get chewed out later. But anyway, here's the Apple Pencil 2nd Gen, which of course, as you know, attaches to the side just like we have with the iPad Pro. There it is, gorgeous. And we also have a new case, or maybe it's new, I don't know. Probably the same one just for the sake of course I can't get this open. Is there like a little tab that you pull? Hold on. There we go. I'm destroying the box. Here is the case. Ooh la la, it's blue, wow. And you shove that on there magnetically. Wow, crazy. Although I do personally use with my iPad Pro 11-inch the Magic Keyboard case, which I also have here as well. This time in white. I unboxed this last year as well with the iPad Pro 12.9-inch M1 and the 11-inch M1, so we will do the same here. And God. Just gets everywhere, sticks to your hands too. But you know, the Apple unboxing experience is iconic. I can't, you know, say too many negative things about it, except the plastic. I don't know, it just bothers me. But here we are with the white keyboard case. It is gorgeous, and I will open it up here, get rid of this thing, and yeah, here we go. This is the whole setup here. Very similar to what I use with my iPad Pro 11-inch. But yeah, the white really makes a nice contrast with the blue, I will say here. Although the black is an excellent choice. You really can't go wrong with that one either. So yeah, that is the iPad and the accessories unboxed. I'm gonna put the boxes over somewhere, out of frame. Oh, and as you may know, Touch ID is on the side here if my camera decides to focus. Actually, I'll probably just go like this here, maybe, hello? There, now you can see it. Yep, it's there, it's still there. That was introduced with the iPad Air 4 and was also implemented into the iPad mini, but it's great. I hope that it's brought to more devices, even the iPhone. So there we go, just setting it up here. We'll do it even more. It's not necessarily faster. I don't think the M1 makes like really everyday tasks feel faster, but if you're doing more content creation oriented stuff, which I do, it's definitely gonna make a difference. So add another fingerprint, nope. Create a passcode. No peeking. Don't have an Apple ID, set up later in settings, don't use, come on. I agree. Welcome to iPad, here we are. This is the iPad Air 5. Again, I mean, it's nothing crazy in that like it's totally different. This is not a redesign, this is just an improvement. And the color, once again, is just gorgeous. I love this more saturated blue. It looks better than that more silver tone that we got with the iPad Air 5. It honestly confused me when I unboxed it in 2020, but this is really cool. This is of course a sort of S update, but not really in the fact that it has the M1. The M1 is definitely more powerful than the A14, and I'm very excited to use it in more creative, you know, settings, and also to this is going to be great. Very overkill for school-oriented tasks as well. I think as of this point, I will have posted a sort of student perspective-oriented video, so go watch that or any video that I've posted thus far. And yeah, I plan on sharing just how I will use this as a content creator and a student, sort of in the ways that I use my iPad Pro. And since it has the same chip as my iPad Pro 11-inch, that makes it even more interesting. So yeah, the M1 implementation was definitely sort of a curveball that I wasn't expecting, which makes covering this device a lot more interesting. And also too, it makes sense because, you know, Apple implementing the A15 would just seem kind of unjustified, you know, it just would, I mean, like, it'd be cool, but it wouldn't make it as attractive. So the fact that this is as powerful as the iPad Pro is sort of a win for more prosumer consumers who don't want to spend $800 on an iPad. The fact that this is, I think, $600, I'll double check myself in the, you know, video. If I'm wrong, I'll put some other text up. But the fact that this is $200 cheaper and you get the same power is very nice. Sort of like how the iPhone 13 starts at $799 and is $200 cheaper than the iPhone 13 Pro, which has the A15. Even though the A15 and the Pros are a little bit better. I digress. I need to go to bed. I need to prepare to shoot more content on this. This is the first thing I've shot, obviously. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I have more content on this coming up. And of course, on the Mac Studio, the iPhone SE, the Mac Studio display, I'm getting that all sort of spread out a little more because I'm in school and I am just loving every second of it. Today I had to retake a finance test and that was just so much fun. But, you know, I can't complain too much. I'm just a business student, but, you know. Anyway, that's all I got, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And I'm really excited to cover more stuff in the spring and into the summer. And, you know, thank you for making my job possible. I haven't really been super active because there hasn't been a lot to talk about. But, you know, new Apple products always make me happy. And yeah, I'm gonna spread it. I'm gonna spread out the content. I'm not rushing to do anything super major, anything super crazy. I want to take my time, and I'll definitely be comparing this to the iPad Mini, the iPad Air 4, and of course other Apple products to other Apple products as well. Especially because this has the M1. It's very interesting. But that's it from me, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're okay. I'm just talking at this point. It's been a minute since I shot a video, and as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.